They're not just buying weapons, they're building a war machine. Over the last decade, Saudi Arabia has quietly become the world's top arms importer, spending hundreds of billions of dollars on American, British, and French military hardware. But this isn't just about prestige or power. It's about something far more volatile: Iran. The rivalry between Saudi Arabia and Iran isn't new. It's deep, it's bitter, and it's geopolitical. One is Sunni, the other Shia. One is aligned with the West, the other often opposes it. And both want to dominate the Middle East. What's new is the scale of preparation. Since 2015, Saudi Arabia has spent over $100 billion on advanced weapons. We're talking about F-15 fighter jets, precision-guided missiles, Patriot and THAAD defense systems, drones, tanks, and naval destroyers. All bought mostly from the United States. In fact, some of the biggest US arms deals in history have gone straight to Riyadh. One single deal in 2017 was worth $110 billion, signed under the Trump administration. But what is Saudi Arabia afraid of? The short answer: Iran's growing influence and its military reach. Iran has extended its power through proxy groups in Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. It supports Hezbollah. It arms the Houthis. And it threatens Israel, Saudi Arabia's not-so-secret ally. So, Saudi Arabia is not just preparing for direct war, it's preparing for a shadow war. A regional chess match. But here's where it gets even more dangerous. Iran has its own military might, ballistic missiles, drones, cyber warfare capabilities, and a vast network of militias. And while Iran's military budget is much smaller than Saudi's, it plays smarter. It plays asymmetric. One cyber attack or missile barrage can cause billions in damage. That's why Riyadh is betting big on technology and deterrence. They've launched military AI programs, invested in drone warfare, and even looked into missile defense cooperation with Israel. Yes, Israel. This new alliance, Saudi Arabia, the US, and possibly Israel, versus Iran and its proxies, is shaping the future of conflict in the Middle East. And the money fueling it? It's astronomical. Let this sink in: Saudi Arabia spends more per capita on defense than almost any nation on earth. Not education. Not healthcare. Defense. Some say it's justified. Iran is unpredictable. Its nuclear ambitions are still unclear. Its proxy networks are active and aggressive. But others argue that flooding the region with weapons just raises the risk of all-out war. What happens if this Cold War turns hot? Missile strikes on oil fields. Cyber attacks on infrastructure. Naval clashes in the Persian Gulf. The cost: human lives. Economic chaos. A global oil shock. And yet, the weapons keep coming. Every year, billions more. So the question is, are we watching a country defend itself? Or preparing for something more? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Saudi Arabia is overarming? Or is it a necessary move in a dangerous neighborhood? Smash that like button if this gave you a new perspective, and don't forget to subscribe to Trivia Tales for more hidden truths behind today's